It.
All right, man. Well, let's
Yeah.
do it. Fishing
Splash.
topic. Angler trading cards. Now, without getting into it too far, without getting
Yeah.
into the weeds, because I want to save
Yeah.
this for another random take, another day.
All right.
You got pretty big into trading cards again recently, right? Did you ever drop off also?
Yeah, so there's been moments of drop off, and I really regret it because there are years where there were people coming out that I just don't have, and there's no reason I shouldn't have had those. I should have at least tried to get the rookies for some of the years because I've always been a fan.
Yeah.
And I think the popularity fell off with my like want as well. But now like COVID kind of like brought it all back. Everybody had time to just sit around and look at stuff, and they're like, what's this worth? And then everybody started like wheeling and dealing. Yeah, it's crazy. So people started pulling out their new old stuff and started realizing
because
everything.
people were just sitting around at home, so they fucking started digging through their shit. I never thought about that.
Yeah. And I guess I missed the wagon a little bit when Kobe died, because apparently like all of his stuff was selling like nuts when he passed away. And then like the market for it went down. But I have a Kobe rookie card.
Holy fuck, dude. No shit.
Yeah, I got a Kobe rookie card, and Kobe and KG and all those guys were like in the same time frame.
Yeah.
So I have a Kobe rookie card and a KG rookie and a Tim Duncan rookie.
Fucking A.
And then like I got Hideo. I don't even have that many baseball cards, but I have a Frank Thomas rookie. I have a Mike b.a.s.s rookie. I have Hideo Nomo. Yeah, rookie. So I got some dope rookie cards.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
I have to go back through mine to see if I got a Hideo one, because I think I do have a Hideo one. We were kind of getting in the weeds, but we'll get out of this and we'll get out of here in a second. We'll have to talk about Frank Thomas more, because he was my man. He was the one I was collecting when I was a kid. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the card that I have like in really good condition is worth a ton, and mine is not that great condition. I don't even know how I got it. I don't remember opening a pack of those. I'm just like, I don't know how I got this, how I scored this one, but it's banged up a little bit, so it's not worth what the other ones are. So that one's like a hold on to it until the rest of them are out of circulation, and then you can be like, yeah, I mean, mine's not great, but I have one, and then
but I got one.
I'll take it. But yeah, there's like I kind of fell off in some of the years and then got back into it in some of the other years, because I can really pinpoint when I stopped and when I started by whose rookie cards I have. Like I don't have Kobe was way before LeBron in them, but I don't have LeBron and I don't have Steph Curry. Like those guys, their rookie cards, even just random ones, are worth a ton. And the same with football. There's some football players where if I would have had their rookie cards back when they came out, it would have been great to have. But I wasn't as into football cards as I was in the basketball cards.
Right.
But I got some good football rookies too. But then when you get, missed out on so many that were in our era of like when I was collecting cards.
Yeah.
That it's like, man, if I just would have like a couple years later, those, $4 or $5 back then, it was like $3-4.
I know.
I remember seeing like the cards back in the day. I would see like the packs where you'd only get like 6 cards and it'd be like $5 for the pack. You'd be like, God damn, dude. Only get 6 cards for $5.
What a ripoff.
Now it's like, there's like 4 cards for $8.
God
damn. Shit. Yeah, but it's not always like that. But some of them sell for so much more. But yeah, there's some times where I was like really kicking myself. The same with Pokemon cards, dude.
Oh,
We were there when Pokemon cards first came out, and I
yeah.
knew some people who had like the first edition
The
shit,
first, yeah, like the OG,
like
like
Charizard.
for lack of a
Yeah,
better
dude.
way of putting it, the red and the blue edition.
Yes, exactly. And then you you got these people that I remember. I'm not gonna drop his name,
No.
but we knew a kid. You knew who he was too because we worked with him,
Yeah.
and he was a real loser. That he got into a lot of trouble. He did a lot of stupid shit, but he
Oh.
had those Pokemon cards,
Oh,
and
fucker.
I remember him saying like he's talking about his like he had the freaking hollow Charizard, and I don't know if it was the
Oh,
first edition, but that card is
yep.
worth so much damn money now.
So much money.
That's like one of the most expensive cards out there.
Mhm.
It's worth so much more than a lot of the different basketball and football cards and stuff, and it's crazy. And we were
Yeah.
there for all of it, and
We
it
were.
wouldn't even costed us that much money to
Mm-mm.
get a lot of these cards.
Right. It didn't. No.
And I just back then I was like, I never could have seen it.
Yeah. No,
You know?
I don't think that we ever doubted that Pokemon was something cool, but like
Right.
for me at that point, trading cards had started to fall out of my like mindset or like my vision,
Sure.
and uh I knew Pokemon was going to be big. I just forgot then
Yeah.
how much this was going to mean to us as adults when it came back.
Yeah. Well, one thing I
You know what
thought
I mean?
too, yeah. One thing I thought too back then, and like I didn't see, I remember seeing the packs too in the store, but Tops Chrome
Yeah. Oh yeah.
had Pokemon cards.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
They weren't around that long, but they weren't Pokemon cards like what we have, like where it's the actual trading card game.
Game, yeah.
It was just cards that had the Pokemon on them, like
So
the
they were
number
just
of the Poke.
trading cards. No,
It
no
was just
minus
trading
the game.
cards. 100%. Yeah. So back then it was
What the
like,
fuck?
why do I want these? And even the card game, I was like, how are these ever going to go up in value? Like in my brain, I'm like, you got these other people, the rookie cards, and they're going to
Right.
come and go. You get new players all the time.
Right.
And I was just like,
How's this
Charizard
game?
is forever. This will
Right.
be here. They're going to keep making it.
Yeah, and they're
And I
also going to
never,
keep playing this game. Like people are going to play this as a game. They're playing
yeah,
cards. They're going to play it. They're going to bang them up. They're going to do whatever. And yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
with you. So
So I
without,
just
I think
never
you're
thought,
giving us a good transition here.
okay.
Let's bring in a session called "What You Drinking."
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, which I'm drinking. So I heard a guy that I work with uh told me about this the other day,
Okay.
and I'm kind of talking about whatever, and he's like hitting me with, you ever try this or you ever try that? And I'm like, yeah, I've
You
had
ever
that.
seen the back of a $20 bill, man, on weed?
Yeah, you ever seen it on weed? That's how you gotta think about it, bro. No, so he goes, you ever had Jack Daniels honey? And
Okay. I
I
love
said,
Jack
yeah,
Daniels honey, by the way.
yeah, I've had Jack Daniels honey, but I was like, you know, nothing. He's like, that's my favorite. And I'm like, okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
And
I say I love it, but that's just me going like I can drink JD honey, like
yeah,
on the rocks or like a
ooh,
straight shot, just sip on a
yeah,
straight shot. I like that because JD, I don't. It's a good flavor, but
yeah,
it's so unique. I don't get into it. But that
sure.
JD honey it just brings it to a
Oops.
next level where I'm like, you know what? I like this.
Yeah. And the Jack
JD's
Daniels
fine,
is,
but JD honey is like I like it.
yeah. But it is definitely unique because it's that sour mash. You don't get that sour mash whiskey a lot.
Mm,
And I don't know what
that's
that
what's up.
means, but I know it tastes different than any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that honey, not that big of a deal, right? Jack Daniels honey, you've had it, I've had it. We're like,
Right.
okay,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, but I only mix it. And I'm like, yeah, like Coke or whatever. I was like, whiskey Coke's like my go-to too. And he goes, no, I drink it with Dr. Pepper, but that other kind of Dr. Pepper. I'm like, what are you
What
talking about?
other kind?
And then he says, Dr. Pepper cream soda.
What the fuck, dude? That
I didn't even
exists?
know it was a thing. I know I had to go search it out after he said it. I was like, all right, dude. I didn't even know that was a thing. He's like, yeah, Dr. Pepper cream soda and
Where'd you
honey
find
whiskey.
that? At the last Tom Thumb on Earth? What the fuck?
I had to buy a 6-pack at Hy-Vee
Okay.
in the cities. That's where I found it. But yeah, he was like, Dr. Pepper, cream soda, and Jack Honey is my favorite. And I was like,
Okay.
you have sparked my interest, sir. I'm
Yeah,
trying
dude.
that.
Uh-huh.
So I have never tried it before. I have just I've had the honey and this. First off, you know what I should do? I've never had
I
this.
was gonna
What's
say, have
this
you
like?
tried that? Yeah, that Dr. Pepper just straight by itself. You got to do that.
There's so much flavor to Dr. Pepper. There's
Hmm.
not that much difference.
That you
It's hard
can't
to
tell the
tell.
difference. Yeah, I was wondering. That's why I wanted you to try it, because I was wondering if you were gonna be able to tell, because I just don't.
I can
There's
I
so
can
much fucking flavor to Dr. Pepper. It's
yeah,
just
it's like you can tell, but it's more like on the back end.
okay.
It's like that cream soda flavor is just kind of there a little bit, but the
Okay.
first sip is so much, like if
It's
you
just
had
Dr.
this
Pepper,
at
right? Like,
somebody's house,
hmm.
I think somebody might sip this and just be like, this Dr. Pepper is good. What did you do to it? It seems like
Mm,
maybe there's something a little bit different. I think it's almost like, like if you have like a root beer float,
hmm.
if you made like a Dr. Pepper float
Oh yeah.
and then finished all that and then filled up that same glass with Dr. Pepper again. There's just like that remnants of like
Uh-huh.
vanilla there or something.
Sure.
But yeah,
All right. Well, tell us what the I don't know mixed drink. It's not a cocktail.
holy fucking shit, dude.
For real?
It's not like it's like I'm not drinking alcohol.
Whoa. Just
N-
like whoa. And you poured it heavy,
Not heavy, but there was enough in there that
but good.
what the fuck? It's like it's not there.
It just is like the alcohol's completely disappeared in it.
We'll see. Stay tuned. Maybe I didn't stir it good enough.
I don't know. I saw you stir it, but okay. Yes.
I
Stay
did stir
tuned.
it. I did
Oh yeah,
stir
you
it. I
gave it a
don't know.
good
Does
stir.
the honey in the whiskey make it sink to the bottom?
I don't think so, because it's not no, I don't think so. Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, that cream, that like back end cream with the honey
Yeah?
together, I think I'm getting a little bit of it there, but
Right.
like
Okay.
the that works, dude. That is
Damn.
remarkable. That is
That's crazy. I'm gonna keep my
it
eyes
is
peeled
crazy.
now. Quick Trip tends to carry some of those weirder pops like that, so I'm gonna see if maybe either way.
I
Damn.
see the 12 packs all over the place, but I didn't want to buy a 12 pack
Yeah,
because a
I don't want to
12
buy.
pack of pop is like almost $9
Dude, I was just
these
gonna
days.
say it's like $9, over $9 with the tax, 10 with the tax on it almost for
Do you
one.
remember like what did we used to spend back in the day on like a
3 for
24
10,
pack of
man. We used to
I
get
want
3 12
yeah,
packs for $10.
I was gonna say like a 24 pack. I wanted to say that we would spend like $6, $7 on.
Yeah.
And then when it got close to 10, we're like, that's getting a little bit crazy. And now it's almost 10 for a 12 pack.
Yeah.
It's just
Fucking
nuts.
yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened. Um Anyways, back to we're not just padding, by the way. This was something we wanted to do. It just so happened to fall here. So we're not just padding. Let's get into these angler cards a little bit. Well, not totally in diving into the angler cards yet.
Yeah.
But here's why.
Okay.
Tim has some unopened
Yep.
angler cards that we will get to.
I got 'em.
So this it's true, right? You have 2 packs?
2 packs.
2 packs. We are going to get into them. Oh, are they
Yep.
smaller than normal? Is your hand? You're just tall.
No,
You
they're
just
probably
got big
about
hands.
they're probably about close. Yeah, they're probably about close because
You just got big hands.
this is like a Pokemon card that I grabbed because I
Oh,
was
okay.
just gonna hit it with.
For
Look at that
reference.
one, dude. My son pulled that the other day.
Oh, dang.
A freaking gold Koraidon.
Dude, that is a good looking card.
I should have recorded it. His fucking reaction.
Oh!
I'm like, hell yeah, bro, you get it now. Now you get it. Now you get it.
Yeah, dude. Okay. So this one it, this one came up because Tim was getting so into cards, and I was like, man, I wonder if because b.a.s.s is getting big now, like the
Yeah.
b.a.s.s Master, the b.a.s.s Master, the b.a.s.s Master Classic, right,
Yeah.
is getting big. I mean, they're on, and in even MLF, right? They're on
Yeah.
Discovery and things like that now too. So like fishing is getting bigger. Fishing is getting more into that like pro realm. And so I started thinking about that and how we talk about cards, and we've talked about cards, and I was just like, okay, let me look. Holy shit, they exist. So this is a Bass Master article, which I'm actually going to put the link for this in the YouTube description also,
Yeah.
because this topic comes totally from that.
Okay.
But so here we go. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, let me do that quick. Is the thing to Bassmaster and Ken Duke who wrote this. Now, here's some fun stuff. This was written in 2024 or in 2014, 10 years ago. It was so much fun to read this article, dude, and hear him just go like, "Yeah, I don't know. The market's low. Trading cards are low. It's a tough market out there." I'm like, whoa, what a difference 10 years makes.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why I wasn't collecting the stuff then. It was like it felt like a waste of money, you know?
Yeah.
And I
Because it
didn't
seemed
see
like
it
no return,
coming.
like we had bottomed out, huh?
Right. Yeah, it felt a little bit like that. Like the there was these people coming up at the trading cards. But also when like there's all the hype around like LeBron and Steph and them, and you're just not thinking that these guys are going to be in that like GOAT conversation and that the
Oh,
cards are going to come back tenfold. And even, I mean,
right.
even to like, you know, 2015 up in that range, you weren't seeing that skyrocket. But then all of a
No,
sudden, like everything went up around that COVID time and it just
right.
got crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely something that I don't think really anybody saw coming. Because you're right, in that 2014, 2015 era. Um, I don't know with all certainty, but I
Yeah.
do believe that I know something about it.
Right.
And that is during this time, the 2014, 2015 era,
Mm-hmm.
things like your Ken Griffey rookies
Mm.
and, Kirby Puckett, I think was, had gone, I think he'd already passed away. And so,
I think you're
like
right.
your Kirby Puckett cards should have been coming up and stuff like that. And I just didn't hear about it. I just didn't see it. It just it felt, and I'm using baseball cards, and so does Ken Duke here, who wrote the article. He uses baseball cards too as his childhood reference,
Sure.
and it just seemed like they fell, like they were just falling flat during that time. Again, your Frank Thomas rookie, right? Like it's
Right.
probably worth so much more now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I think that when he wrote this article, it was like bust, total bust here.
Right.
Now,
Which I
angling
mean,
cards did not necessarily take off. Did you scroll through eBay at all for these angling cards, or was it like, hey,
I
find these
so
packs, get them, let's do the show?
I did. I
Okay.
scrolled through. I was trying to find some other stuff because So you had sent me a box early
Oh, okay.
on,
Okay.
and I was just kind of like, "Ooh, I don't know about this." I didn't really like look into them,
Mhm.
and then I did look into them, and by the time I had found out like that's a good box, I should buy it, it was gone. And
Okay.
that box sells
Interesting.
for more. I mean, you found one that I think they were selling for like $10 or something,
Yeah,
13.
dude, and that's what Ken had in this article too. He said that he was like, I don't know, you could find like a full set for like $10. And we'll
Yeah,
get into
you
how
could.
many there are in a set and all this shit in a little bit, but
Yeah, so you could not find that same box for like less than 50 because
oh,
it has a Van Dam rookie card in it.
it does.
Yeah, but
We'll
hey,
get
you
into
want to
that.
know? You want to know what we got a chance at hitting
I don't know what card we have, but let me take what okay.
when we?
Oh,
I we can.
do it.
I'll put
Teaser
that
me.
as we'll say a little teaser. This is a 1990, and honestly, the rookie card that we have a possibility of hitting in this pack, I would not have guessed that this was his rookie card
Oh.
because he was definitely fishing well before this pack came out. But
Oh,
apparently, this is
interesting.
his rookie card because if you Google it, it's all you can find. And some of these sell for, or at least people are trying to sell for upwards of $1,000.
Whoa.
I
Okay,
don't know.
let's not get into it. I think I have an
Yeah.
idea because, doing a little bit of research beyond the article that we did. Okay, let's get into it because, okay, so these are 1990. So these are Big League Bass then, the packs that you have.
Yes. Yep. The
Okay, so
Big
Big
Leagues
League
Bass
Bass,
Collection
these
Collector's
are
Edition.
OGs, man. These are the OG
Yeah, these
in
are the first
19.
issue.
Yeah, they
These are the
are.
90. Yeah, these are the 91st issue ones. So these are
Yeah.
the ones that have the
Sick.
chance at hitting this card that like some of them people don't try to sell for this much, but some are out there being sold for like a crazy amount or at least trying to get a crazy amount of money,
Sure.
which is
Because I
something
know,
that you
yeah,
can.
you're when you say trying for anybody who's outside of the loop of trading cards or eBay or whatever, is they will list them at a really high price, and
Yeah.
sometimes that drives a false market. Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah.
that's all kind of debatable shit, which we'll get into in our full trading card random topic we'll do later, I'm sure. But people will put them out there. If somebody lists it for $100 and somebody
Yeah.
pays $100 for it, that's now the market value.
Right. And I think that they put it out there sometimes at a higher value and then they can mark it down a little bit later
And then
to
get that
show
whole like
like
this used to be
now.
listed at fucking shit.
Yeah,
The
hurry
JC
and get it
Penney
now.
I like to call that the
Exactly.
JC Penney marketing campaign.
Right. Or that other, what the hell was that one that Shopko?
Oh yeah.
Shopko was like that. That's why they got themselves put out of business.
Yeah.
Everything's 50% off.
Yep.
And you go in there and you're like, it's the exact same price as
That's
Walmart.
right.
And you're like, yeah, but it's not there. It,
Right. But it's here at 50% off.
yeah. They got rollback deals at Walmart. That's different. Like, okay, whatever.
So, dude, okay, that's kick ass. I did not know that the cards we found were first issue 1990 Big League Bass. That's fucking sweet. I lost track of it.
Yes.
Full set of these 90 cards, there's only 60 cards.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, we got odds here. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
There's 10 in each pack, so we got 20 cards. So I mean, you could get doubles, but
Right.
we have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting the card that's selling good.
Nice.
Or at
So,
least again, what people are trying to sell.
what right. Yep. So, I got this from the article. Card number 1, cuz how cool is that, right? Card number 1.
Yeah.
Gary Klein. Is that who you're talking about? I'm guessing
That
no,
is
right?
not. No,
Yep.
Gary Klein is also awesome though.
Yeah, and
Gary
that's
Klein,
go ahead.
I got some the it's the Bass um it's like the Bass Pro Shops Bass DVDs.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it's called. The Bass Masters or something like that. I forget what they're called right now, but I have like all 5 seasons. But they're
Nice.
excellent. I'll have to show everybody those sometime. But
Yeah.
those are excellent tools, man. It's
Oh,
they break it down and they're like by topic and stuff. and
Hell
Gary's on
yeah.
there talking about a couple of different things, and he like has a section on a lot of the different episodes.
Okay.
But they all have their little segments. Like it's, cranking with this guy in 5, and he'll hit you with some crankbait tips. And
Mm.
this guy's going to show you how he works a wacky rig around the docks. But it's like each one has like different, here's what we're going to do today. Here's what I'm doing. Here's how I'm doing this.
Sweet.
Yeah. And Gary's like literally his setup is like the old guru in these videos
Nice.
where it's just like all it's got like a real like Asian feel to
Mm.
the stuff.
The guru.
It's kind of got that like music like and it's like he's
Uh-huh.
coming in, then he just talks all like somber. I'm Gary Klein, and I'm going to teach you how to fish. And you're like, all right, Gary, I'm all ears, buddy.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah,
I'm in
yep,
the zone, man.
yeah, hell yeah. You're in the zone. I'm in the zone. We're in the zone. Hey, I just want to say too, if anybody was watching, I did drink that drink kind of fast because I was curious to see if it wasn't mixed proper. It was mixed proper. It was delicious the whole way through. I am blown away.
That is so awesome.
And if you're wondering if it was mixed weak or something, it was not. I have a buzz.
FYI, I have a buzz. So
yeah. Just if you were thinking that I'm making it up, I'm not. It's a buzz. Like that's the only way I can prove it. Just take a look. Did my cheeks get redder? Go back 10 minutes. Compare. What happened? Am I flush?
So in this article, it was really fun. We kind of already talked about it, but some of the fun stuff about the baseball card talk.
Yeah.
Was he talked about how and this is something I didn't think about. Well, we're going to have to talk about it more, but I just want to bring it up here about how he's like, baseball cards taught me a lot, like negotiation, the importance of memorizing things and like working your memory, because you would memorize things like ERA and who had the most home runs, and just like things like that on the card, like the stats of the player, like you would memorize it. And I was like, yeah, dude, I never thought about that.
The stats and the value and the rarity, how stuff can become more value because of the limited number of something that's out there.
Right. Right.
So my son's name is Beckett.
Yep.
And part of the reason I got the idea for that name was because of how I was into trading cards when I was younger.
Yeah. Always getting
and
that
the main
Beckett, dude,
book,
every month.
Yeah. And the book that you had to look up all the cards back then, like the one that was good was the Beckett. And it was so big when we were kids that they had a specific one for each sport. Like it was definitely the one that had all the cards that you wanted.
Oh yeah.
And I always had the basketball Beckett because there were some that were like, there was some that were always like the sports card trading, and they had all the sports, but it wasn't as thorough. It was leaving out some cards, or it was leaving out some inserts.
Yep.
When you got the Beckett, you knew it was the right shit.
You knew you're going to be able to find your Wade Boggs and your fucking Chipper Jones cards in there.
Yes. Yep. You're finding your right ones, and you're finding the different amounts. I don't know if you had, I don't know what baseball had in some of theirs, and what cards you had, but do you remember how there was always like the times, whatever it was, when it was the like special version? Like Upper Deck had a lot of the stuff where it was like the Players Club and then the Players Club Platinum.
Yeah.
And it would show like 10 times or 20
It'd be like
times
times
or
4, times 6, or whatever. So you'd find your, you'd scroll down and you find your Chipper Jones top Upper Deck, right?
Yeah.
And you'd see it's like $9.99. You're like, damn, that's not that cool. And you're like, oh, but mine's the Platinum. So you'd go up back to the top, right?
Hell yeah.
And you'd find the Platinum, and then it'd say Platinum times 2, and you'd be like, oh, it's a $20 card.
Yeah. But it was more like, so I remember, this is where I learned too, that sometimes you got to get out while the getting's good. And it's sometimes there's hype that has these players at a higher amount, and they're not necessarily going to pan out. So if you got that card, sometimes it makes sense to try to sell it right away. And I learned that from a Damian Stoudemire rookie.
Mm.
I had a Damian Stoudemire Players Club Platinum, and at the time, that rookie card was valued at like $5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the Players Club Platinum. The
Mm.
Players Club Platinum was insanely hard to hit. That
Really?
was the only one I ever got. And that times it by like 25
Damn.
because that card was worth like $150
God damn.
according to the Beckett. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, dude, that's awesome. And then I didn't sell it, and now it's worth jack shit. He ended up being a nothing. So
$8
yeah, exactly. And with
on
the
eBay.
the NBA and the football players, not all of them, but some of them go and make their mistakes. That's the same thing. I had a Ray Rice rookie card that was
Oh, right.
autographed,
Yeah.
and that
Shit.
was like worth a decent amount of money. And the Ravens made it to the Super Bowl, and like that's when I should have sold it.
You're right.
And then he went and knocked his
Then
lady
he
out in the
knocked his
elevator,
fucking
and
girlfriend on the elevator. Yeah, like a
pew.
bitch, and he
So
fucking.
it's like, yeah, definitely learned a couple of things about like sell when it's high, not be like, "Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold on to this until it's way
So
down
the
the
wheels
road,"
fall off,
you know?
dude. Like,
Yeah, some of it's
right.
like you got to sell when he's at his high point, and other people are excited to be like, "I want to hold on to this card forever." And I was
Right.
that guy that was like, "I want to hold on to this card." And in reality, I got to be like, I got to let it go when it's at its peak.
Right.
And I
And
that
that's
kind of
something that
made
you're learning. Like, I mean, that's like,
yeah,
dude, that's like stock market shit right there. Like,
right.
that's some
And it
investor type shit that you're learning right there, which is a way
exactly.
to look at it in a way. I mean, in no way are we investing in angler trading cards. It's not like these things are selling for crazy.
Right.
But if you pull a hot card tonight, in a way, right?
I'll undercut those motherfuckers.
So
If
look
they're
at
out there,
eBay on the
yeah.
25th.
If they're
You
out
don't
there
know.
trying to sell it, if they're out there trying to sell it for 1,200, I'll throw it up there for 999. You know, I'll be
Right.
like, I'm just under that 1,000 mark. You can come get this thing for $999. And I'm not, you know, probably I won't be real serious about it. These are the kind of
Sure.
things where it's like these anglers are probably going to be holding their value, especially a guy like who we're trying to hit here
Mm.
because of who he is and his legacy living on far more than a lot of these other fishermen.
Okay. I really think I know what you're talking about, but we're going to keep going.
Okay.
Um, so only for 1 year. This is also what's cool. And this, I'm not trying to build a hype. Like, I'm not hoping that we build hype for the angler fish trading or the angler trading card market. And then, we're able to sell off these decks and fund real
Oh,
AFTV
right,
for the
right,
next
right.
year or some shit. But in a way, I'm like, this is genuinely how this happens because I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you got. But it's so cool to learn like, okay, you got first edition basically of angler trading cards, which is a very
Yep.
limited time that these were ever made. In fact, Big League Bass for the 1990 edition that you have 2 packs of
Yeah.
right now was the only year Big League Bass existed
Really?
because in uh there so it was the first year 1 year of Big League Bass, and then it changed its name to Pro League Bass the very next year.
Mm, that makes more sense because I was gonna say like I seen some other cards that looked a lot like this, but I couldn't figure out what was what and who was who.
Right. Right.
Like it's all the regular fishermen that you know,
Mhm.
but I was just like I don't quite understand what's happening here.
Right. And so Pro League Bass actually went on for they got 2 years.
Okay.
But before I get into that, there are other cards out there. And the article read like, but sponsors are just making these cards. Chevy's giving their
Okay.
pro a card
Yeah.
because that's what they can sign and give out. It's like their business card, right?
Sure.
But Chevy paid to have one designed and printed a few thousand of them, whatever, no big deal.
Right.
Like Yamaha, like all the
Yeah,
names
I
of
got some of
fishing.
that. I got some of that shit.
Do you?
I got a handful of Cub Food Rod Carews.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So those are out there, somewhere, and whatever the value, put whatever value on it. But obviously, they're sponsor cards, and they're going to like the Cub Food ones. It says Cub all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, up in the corner, it's like Cub Foods.
Yeah.
And then like at the bottom, there's like a bunch of different kind. It was like celebrating Rod Carew, so they're all Rod Carews,
Uh-huh.
but it's like each one's like, this catch,
Oh.
does hits this ball or whatever,
Yep.
just
Yep.
like
Yep.
that one little,
His 100th
it's
hit,
yeah, it's
his
like it,
60th home run, like shit like that.
yeah, it's like if you made like yearbook pictures into trading cards is what they are.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
love that. So one thing that changed between Big League Bass
Oh,
and
dude.
what?
Can I say, sorry to cut you off, but I
No,
just
no,
thought
no.
of another one that I have.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I know that we'll talk about like cards another time, but when I was a kid, Halloween, I loved Halloween so much. I still love Halloween now.
Yep.
But back then it was so much different, all this other stuff. And I got so excited do you remember the Gatorade cards that would come out?
No.
They had football cards where the football players would be like Halloween versions of themselves.
No way.
They'd have like torn up jerseys with like blood, and they're like a little bit like zombified or whatever. And they're like doing their normal pose, but they're like a Halloween like Gatorade version of the card. Dude, I loved them. They were the shit.
I just had to get my pen there because I'm going to write down that as one of the key words. Halloween Gatorade cards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Gatorade, but I know there was Halloween cards that were like the different athletes, and they were just like
It's so funny.
Yeah, weird Halloween version.
I feel like I have a memory of that, but like not strong enough to be like, It's great.
Yeah. I don't even remember how you got them, but I have some.
Probably got them trick or treating. They were just handing them out. People were like, I don't know, I drink a lot of Gatorade. Just
here. They do that now, dude. Like Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, Pokemon cards make Halloween packets. I saw that.
They make special sets just for Halloween.
That's fucking wild.
It's not like it's not a big full set of like a different, because like this one that we got here is the Scarlet and Violet. Like this, I don't know if you recognized it, but that Koraidon's like the main character.
Yeah, from Scarlet.
The main Pokemon that you get, yeah. Because there's the Koraidon and the other one, the one that Sarah has.
Yeah, I can't think.
I forget what it is.
I don't know what the name of it is, but
yeah. But anyways, they have its own like spooky Halloween set. It's all those cards made just for Halloween time.
Sick. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
so it's
really
like
cool.
If you can't really see it on this one too well, but like down in the corner of these Pokemon cards, it says what set you're dealing with.
Oh.
And that one has, it's like the Halloween set.
Yeah, it'll say.
So it's kind of like along the same lines. And I don't know why that football stuff ever stopped. Maybe because it's too hard to get some of the pros to just be like, with all the contract negotiations and how they are now.
Yeah.
That should just be like, hey, we actually need you to come
so much money. And so that actually even got into the article got into some of that actually, which this was something I was really surprised to see. The first one I was surprised to see. The other one I don't fully understand. So maybe you will. We're going to get back to, by the way, the change between Pro League and Big League. But since you brought it up.
Yeah.
This was one of the notes I made from the article. The author said there was never a Ray Scott or a Ronald Martin card. Ray Scott, the founder of b.a.s.s.
Yeah.
Never had a card. And he said, like, maybe they wanted too much money. And it's like, maybe if you can't afford like a legend, maybe your business model's not going to work out.
Yeah. Was it Roland Martin?
Roland. What did I say? Sorry.
Ronald. That's
My
okay.
bad.
I was
That
just
was me
like,
just being a
is
bad
that
reader. Roland
no?
Martin. Nice.
You're
Nice.
good. I was just yeah, I was just trying to make sure. I was like, I don't. Is that like his dad or something? And sometimes because that's sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
all the Linders are. You got Al Linder's the big one that we know, but his dad was big time before Al was big time.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what his dad's name is. But now his brothers and like I don't know. It's the whole Linders, like it
Mm-hmm.
trickles down. I don't know who everybody is.
Right.
But now Al's like barely a part of it. You got all the younger Linders are the main ones.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially
But
when you're
yeah,
talking
yeah, no,
about
you were
tossing
right.
for muskies, because Al's
Oh.
not out there hucking giant baits around. You got to have the young kids out there throwing
Right.
that thing all day.
Yep. Fucking wears
So,
you out.
yep.
So yeah, Roland Martin. So you obviously knew who that was. I'm not sure
Yep.
as a newcomer to like the sport of fishing, not the recreation of
Oh,
fishing
yeah.
so much, but you
Yeah.
knew who that was.
Roland. Yeah. Roland is famous. Famous,
Okay.
famous. Yeah. He's
So
up there with some of the biggest names.
yeah.
He's
Yep.
bigger than Klein for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Klein was again number one on this 1999 and these 1990 packs. So
Right.
yeah, I get you. So yeah, the author was kind of like, I don't know, is this going to work out for you guys? Obviously,
Right.
it didn't.
Yeah.
But also part of this is, I wonder if it has the possibility of making a comeback with how big cards are right now, with how Bass is really making an impact on the FS1. You know, I'm
I
kind
mean,
of starting to go like, I don't know, man.
there might be a
I wonder if someone's in the negotiation. Like, if you had to guess, who's the card company right now? Because you know more about card company. Who's the card company talking to b.a.s.s right now?
I don't know who would be doing it right now, but Panini rules the roost when it
Ah,
comes to like football and basketball
okay.
for sure. And I
Mm-hmm.
think also with baseball for the most part. Like you got tops.
Yep.
I don't know if upper deck's even a thing really anymore.
Oh,
But like
really?
when we were a kid, there was tops and upper deck and
Yep.
Panini was out there, but it was like not as well known and there was
Yeah.
like Pinochle and all this other stuff. Panini, I don't know how much Panini owns. Panini might have owned all that shit too, and we just didn't realize it back then.
Sure.
But Panini owns everything now. Like
Okay.
Prism, Select, uh um Optic, like Score,
Oh.
um all that stuff. It's all Panini.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all owned by Panini. Like
Some of this I only
there's
recognize from you, but Score, I remember that.
right, Scores the
I think they
Scores
might have
like
always
the
had hockey. That would
Scores
be
like the more
maybe.
generic stuff,
Yeah.
like
That also explains it.
score
That's my childhood.
score yeah, Scores like
More
the lower
generics.
end stuff that was always available at like every where like when we were kids, it's still kind of the same way today, but like most get like grocery stores that you would go to
Hmm.
would have packs of cards
Packs.
in every aisle, like at every checkout. It was
Yeah, it
popular
was that
enough, it
checkout
was at
shit.
every single one of the
Yeah.
checkouts.
Oh yeah.
And now there's always just like a special place where there'd be like one box, but it used to just be like an open box
Yeah.
where you could grab like a
You
pack.
just go grab like 2 or 3 packs for $4
Yeah, dude,
of
I remember you
scorecards
could
at
I
least.
remember you could get the
Pretty
bazooka
cheap.
ones where it was just like cartoon characters and you get like a piece of bubble gum.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what the fuck those were about or where they went or what,
But the
but I
gum
remember you could
sucks,
get them.
dude. The gum was so
Yeah.
grossly dried out by the fucking paper that it was packed
Yeah.
with.
And I remember that there was, every once in a while you go to like the grocery store with your grandma and it'd be like some weird grocery store because you were in her town and they didn't have sports cards, but they had those bazooka cards. And she's like, "Do you want something?" And you're like, "I guess I'll get these lame ass fucking bazooka cards because it
Sure,
has gum in
grandma.
it." Yeah, we'll see what this is. And you get them and you're just like, "This is stupid as shit." Now they're probably worth something. I should have held on to them. But at the time, I'm just like, this gum sucks. These cards are stupid. Should have got a pop.
Oh. Oh, that's great. Okay, so back to the cards quick because Big League Bass turned into Pro League Bass after 1 year,
Okay.
and it became a 92 card set, and it was no longer just b.a.s.s pros. They also had
Mm,
6 women from the Bass and Gal tournament. Never heard of it, but cool.
the
Oh,
bass and
Bass and Gal Tournament Trail. That was a direct quote. I don't know what that means, but anyways, we'll just call it the Bass and Gal Tournament. So there were 6 ladies in there and a few specialty cards of notable, like
mm.
Tom Mann and Doug Hannon.
Ooh, Tom Mann, Doug Hennon or Hedden?
Maybe it's Hannon.
H-A.
So I pronounce that
Mm,
as
I don't know
okay.
him.
But they're but Tom Mann, not a pro, right? Not a pro angler. So he must have been like a personality or must be a personality still. See,
Well,
this is
there's
where I show my lack of like investment in the sport of fishing.
there's there's man lures.
Oh,
So I wonder if he created those lures.
Mann.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. You hit up the Google
yeah.
machine on that one quick. And Doug Hannon is Hannon. So I don't know.
Oh well, that's not him. The first thing that popped up was a guy that was born in 1856.
Not the guy we're talking about, right?
Yeah, and it's definitely not this other dude either that
But
was born
he
in
had something
93.
to do with bass, obviously,
Oh, I
because
found him.
it was pro league bass. Again, these are bass cards. Like they're very much about the
Oh,
bass scene.
he was a personality, and
Personality.
he was a co-host of a TV show called Tom and Tina Outdoors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's in the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
Um,
There you go.
so it says when the lake came to Nations, Tom Mann was ready to supply them with needed lures to land one of
Oh,
those his famous Little George tail spinner. So I think he did make
it sounds like
lures.
it, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just kind of glazing over this real
Yeah,
quick, but I think
go ahead and just skim that a bit while
okay,
I get into the 92-93 set. So let's again, we got Big League Bass in 90 last 1 year. Now we got the 90 91 92 switching over to Pro League Bass. And then we get into the 92-93 set, which was the
okay,
last year already for angler trading cards. This one had
crazy,
100 cards. So we go from 60 to 92 up to 100 cards. 92-93. So this rules out who you maybe have been talking about from the 90. I think it should rule out one person
okay,
because the 92-93 set of
yeah,
100 cards,
yeah,
that should have been where KVD's rookie card was.
correct. That was the one that you had that box of, and that's
Oh,
the
it
one I should have
was.
bought. Yeah, so that's where the KVD rookie card
That's
was.
where the KVD would have been,
Yep, yep. So
or
that
could
does
have been, I
rule out
guess,
the
but it more than likely would have been in
yeah.
there.
But hey, I do gotta say real quick this when he began his manufacturing business in 1958 with $5 on his kitchen table.
Nice.
So definitely, man is the guy that
Is the
made
guy.
the
Yep.
man lures.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, and it says that he also competed in bass and uh, finished in or fished in the 104 Bass Anglers Sportsman Society tournaments or 104, sorry,
104. Yep.
104 Bass Anglers tournaments, taking home over $36,000. When compared to today's dollars, that would have been in excess of 700K.
Yeah. I was just gonna say
Oh,
he's working toward a mill, isn't he?
yep. And it does say he also qualified for 7 Bassmaster Classics.
Holy
So,
shit.
yeah,
But he
finish
was never
it.
officially like a bass pro. So he wasn't on the bass circuit ever. I think it's what it
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
like.
not quite sure
Kinda.
because it says it has the distinction of finishing in second place in the very first Bassmasters Classic.
Okay. Yeah, but
So he
people can
came
get
in.
classic and not be in the
Right,
league
right, right.
series. So I
Yep.
think, yep. So that's
Yep.
why
But I
the
mean, like
article
that,
was as it. That's why the article was written is like, oh, this wasn't a pro, but they're notable people
right?
of the
100%. Like
yeah. Okay, that
if
makes
you
sense.
made a lure company and you came in second in the first Bassmasters Classic, you're kind of a legend, you
Yeah,
know?
that kind of yeah, you kind of locked it in there.
Yeah, I didn't know your name, but I knew your lures. So, uh, good day, sir. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, dude. So
These things
that
are sneaky. I don't know if that's something. Good day, sir. What?
you've done it before too.
I know.
Um,
I've done this
the
before too.
this that's it. I mean, there's not a ton out there on angler trading cards,
Yeah.
but we got some.
You want to know who's in this motherfucker?
Is it
Who we
Bill?
got a chance of?
Is it Bill?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah,
Bill.
dude. It's Bell.
Bill, I can dance. Is it? There's a chance Bill Dance is in this 1999 or
Bill
1990
Dance's
League Pass.
rookie card.
How in the fuck could it be a rookie card? That guy?
I
Are
don't
you?
know how it's a rookie card, dude. We went to the uh Bass Pro Shops in Tennessee, the Big Pyramid, and there's like a whole shrine of his, like a legitimate boat with like a wax sculpture of him standing on it. And
Yeah,
he's got
dude.
like a fishing book where he's got like a full head of hair with no hat on and stuff. And he's so young, it doesn't even look like him.
That's
And this rookie
awesome.
card like looks like Bill Dance. Like he's old enough that it's not somebody that you'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Oh,
But I
dude.
guess it's his rookie card, and I mean they're trying to sell it for silly
It's
amounts of money in certain
it's
spots.
all over now that you say that. Your vague descriptions really really pushed me towards like this is gonna be Bill Dance.
Yeah, this
But
one is a 8. It's the Hall of Fame one. I don't know if there's all Hall of Fame or whatever, but it shows Hall of Fame Bill Dance, and I don't know if it's like just the
so
first time he ever got his like card.
are you on eBay right now? Like what do you
Yeah, so I just
oh,
looked at
okay.
eBay,
Mhm.
and this one is from Rare Nostalgia. Is the
The
seller.
username.
I don't
Yep.
that I guess doesn't matter much.
Right.
But this one says like we were talking about the money was 2,500, now trying to sell it for 1,875. Like
Wow.
$1,875.
Wow.
And that's I mean that's one of the higher ones, but there's another guy here same grade of 8 trying to sell it for 4,500.
Damn. Are you
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me.
But then you scroll over and you have like an ungraded one cuz that one's graded from that one's an 8 graded from Beckett. There's a 10 graded from um brain farting on who does these red ones. PSA.
Oh,
So
okay.
PSA is a higher one, but
So they've been sent
and
in these Bill
and
Dance cards
un
that you're looking at on eBay have been
yeah.
sent in and graded.
And there's another one that's ungraded. They're trying to sell for 750.
Damn.
But then like when you click on this one, it says Big League Pro League Bill Dance Hall of Fame cards mint. And it looks like it's that Bill Dance card and everything else. And they're trying to sell it for like $12. So it's like, I
Huh.
don't know.
Yeah.
Some of it's very confusing. There's
So
another one that's certified like from Beckett autographed, like authentic autographed that they're selling for $200.
huh.
So I don't know. Some of this stuff
Right.
is like some people are asking way too much money
And
and
some
just
and
hoping somebody will come and buy it, I guess.
yeah. And in a way there's like there's this there seems like a small element of like if you get one, you're gonna have to do some research and like kind of get to the bottom of it a little bit more, probably.
Right.
Yeah. Let's
And
fucking open those
maybe
cards, dude. I'm fucking
hell yeah.
itching.
Maybe they're not all first issue too. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
Maybe the ones that are uh graded are first issue. Maybe those are the expensive ones. And the ones selling for cheap weren't first issue. But here we go. We're opening them up.
All right. Let's do it.
I do have my little sleeves over here. I couldn't find any of the hard ones that weren't being used, but I got the penny sleeves.
Are those like the flexible plastic ones just to protect the
Yeah, they're
card
just
after you
yeah,
if you
they're
find
like
a
the
good one, you
thin.
just slip it in there right away?
Yep. I
Nice.
mean, we're randomly talking and stuff. I just got shit laying around all the time. I got like a Jalen Suggs and a Hard. If I get that Bill Dance, maybe we'll pull him out of there and be
Swap
like,
it.
"What's up, dude?"
Here we go. Pack 1 of Big League Bass.
All right,
A
we got.
1990 pack of Big League Bass being open for the
You
first
good at
time.
this? I don't know who that guy is.
Who is that?
Oh, dude, you got the client on the second one? No, I don't know who that guy is.
Oh.
Mike Folk said, "See, we're gonna get some people that we don't know who the fuck
Oh
they
yeah.
are."
For sure that's going to happen.
And then we got Guido Hibdon. Guido Hibdon. That's a
Hell
cool
yeah.
name, dude.
Good name.
Oh, who's that guy? Paul Ilias. I recognize that name.
Oh, you do. Nice.
Ooh.
That climb?
Randy Blockett. Oh, he's a rising star.
Oh.
See, in the corner, rising
Oh, in the
star.
corner. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
rising star right there.
These are good cards. How's the quality of it?
George Cochran. They're not bad. They're
Okay.
like, I mean, for 1990, they're pretty on par.
Yeah, okay. Because you remember
And
the cards
they're
from the 80s.
yeah. Then I looked at the next card with that one coming off guard. John Murray. He just looks a little bit like hillbilly. There's his bag of fish. It's just a white clear bag.
Yep.
Things have definitely advanced. Who's this guy?
Who is that?
Zell Roland. I don't know who he is, but he's got a nice picture. Sweet vest, bro.
He's got quite the fishing vest on.
Who's that? John Bedwell. We all know John Bedwell.
No, we don't.
Of course.
I know.
And Stacey King. Stacey King's legit. I know Stacey King.
Oh yeah? Is that a big bass he has? Like it's hard for me to see the res is dropping a little bit on
It's a
feet.
good bass. It's a thick little fat boy. He don't have that big of a mouth for how big his tummy is.
Right.
So that's a fat little guy. But Stacey King, Stacey King is legit.
Nice.
He's old man, rounder now, white hair. He doesn't look like that anymore.
Right.
But he's like down south. Stacey King is who I learned to use Sprite. I think is like a lemon lime soda for whatever reason. Yeah, if you get a fish that's like hooked bad and it's bleeding, Stacey King says, you pour a little lemon lime soda in their mouth, whatever it do, it stops the bleeding. You're like, all right, Stacey King.
Yeah, dude. I love it. I just love those little things like that. But I love it on it.
All right, we got Jack Haynes, whoever Jack Haynes is. Nope. I know the picture of Bill Dance, so I'm trying to see it. Woo Davies. Who's that? I don't know. Oh, we got Jimmy. I knew Jimmy as soon as I seen it. That's Jimmy Houston.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, that boy's hairdo anywhere.
I was just going to say that hair, man. I even recognize that.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've been saying dude, too much.
Got that Bill Dance rookie card.
There it is. Get it up in there.
Hell
what is that little green? I can't see it because the resolution it's like.
Oh, that says the Hall of Fame. Like this is the exact hall. It's here. If I try to hide behind it, maybe it'll.
Yeah.
Fix the resolution.
I got you.
I don't know if you can read that real well. There it is. Now it got
now it's focused in fully. Hall of Fame. Of is in the fish. Outline of a fish. Yeah. Two good ones in a row, though, too. Who was the other guy now? I totally forgot.
Jimmy Houston.
That's right. Jimmy Houston.
So we got that Bill Dance.
I recognize Jimmy's hair, but I don't know him like.
We got more cards to go. Oh yeah, Jimmy. One of my favorite clips I've ever seen of Jimmy is he's fishing with this other little boy, and they're both super Southern, but Jimmy's famous for kissing the fish when he catches them. He's the one that kisses them.
Yep.
And they're catching some fish and stuff, and Jimmy's kind of fishing in the back of the boat, and this little boy's fishing in the front. And he casts forward, and he kind of like casts where this little boy's casting, and he's like looking at Jimmy. He's just pissed. And they're like, "What you up to up there?" And he's like looking at. He's like, "I'm fixing him. He goes, I'm fixing to hang Jimmy up. Like, it sounds super harsh, but he's meaning like I'm gonna cast and I'm
Yeah.
gonna get Jimmy tangled up. Like I'm gonna
Tangled up.
fuck
Yeah.
him up. I'm not
Yep.
gonna let him catch my fish. Like
Yep.
fixing to hang him
But it
up.
sounds real bad. Yeah. That's
Right.
great.
Who's next? I don't know. Jim Bitter. And this one was Stanley Mitchell. We don't know who that is.
No.
All right. What I gotta move this next one. Who's gonna be? Who's that?
Who is that?
Don Lavino. I don't know. He looks cool.
I was just gonna say Don DeVito's got a good look about
He
him though.
does.
There's some.
Is that Al? No, David Warren. I thought that was Al. Got in mine.
Who's Al?
I'm looking at the little. I got a little tiny screen.
Yeah. You're looking at the small screen of your
from
small
this
screen.
picture. That small one. It looked like I thought maybe it was Al Linder. I don't know if he'd be on there.
Linder. Yep.
It's got a dope Skeeter hat though. Who we got here?
Yeah, it is.
What's that say?
It's
Denny Broward. Ooh, Denny Broward's legit too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude. And I know this last one because I've been seeing the name the whole time.
Oh, it's been
Hank Parker.
Hank Parker.
Hank Parker's big time. He's got such a big stash.
Does he? Let me see. Bring it in. Bring it in for me and the crowd.
This one he doesn't have the biggest stash on, but now you got to go find Hank Parker nowadays because that stash, I don't think he's cut it since this picture.
He trimmed it for that photo, and then he's like, I'm never trimming this again.
Hell yeah. Hank Parker's got some good fish out there. Hank Parker's got a clip too where he like casts out and he thinks that he's trying to catch a beaver and he's just laughing about it.
Okay, I already started laughing because you said he thinks he's trying to catch a beaver, and then you said that, and it just
the way he laughs about it is just like it's a beaver. Damn, dude, we hit some good ones.
I was gonna say you said that there were some good ones in there more often than I expected. That is fucking awesome. If you are on a podcast feed, you got it. You got it. I think we were definitely expressing enough in our voices, but if you want to see them, go over to YouTube. Tim did a great job, had them all up in the camera, and it was, yeah. You got that dance wrapped up now?
Huh, yeah. It's in the little thing.
There it is.
And I got
now.
this Jalen Suggs, he's been playing really well, so I had this in the hard case, and I know I got some more hard cases someplace else, so we're gonna take that out. This one's a little bit dirty. I don't know.
Give it the old Nintendo real quick.
I think this is one of my old ones. I got so many new ones, but tonight I couldn't find them all. I know I got some at my parents' house too still.
Oh, right on. All right. So this topic went way longer than I was planning for. But part of it is because we went into it. We'll actually, you know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to jump into our random fish bag topics. But Tim's already got it. Shit.
Got it in that
there it
hard
is.
Case.
Dances in the hard case. The Bill Dance Hall of Fame card in the hard case.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude. I love when it came up. Like, yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh. Awesome. Okay. Let's wrap it up. Hit the break. The cards may come out again just for fun in the second half. But let's take a break, flip it over to the random take where we're going to talk about random fishing topics for a half hour or so. There's just a lot going on because open season is happening. Open water season is coming. It's open here already, which is actually early, but we can't really fish. It's complicated. That's not what we're talking about. Tim, let's do it. Hit the break.
Yeah.